You may have already heard about the H1B visa. It's one of the most popular work visa options in the United States. Hi, my name is Simon Craven. I'm the managing attorney for immigration here at Manifest Law, and I'm going to tell you today everything you need to know about the H1B visa for working in the US. The H1B visa is a great option for many people who are looking to come to work in the United States. There's a few things you need to keep in mind for this process, and I'll cover everything you need to know in this video. First, not just any job will qualify for an H1B visa. The H1B is only for people who are going to be working in what are called specialty occupations. So what does that mean? A specialty occupation, according to the government, is a job that normally requires a bachelor's degree, usually in a specific specialty. What that means is your degree and your education should be related to your work, and your work should require that kind of education in order to get the H1B visa. Many different types of jobs could qualify. This could be a great option for accountants, computer engineers, doctors, or anybody else who has a job that requires a minimum of a bachelor's degree. Even though many different kinds of jobs could qualify, there's one big thing to keep in mind with the H1B visa, and that is the cap. See, H1B visas are limited. Only a certain amount can be issued every year. Since there's so much more demand than supply, every year the US government runs a lottery. The lottery is an opportunity for anybody who wants to apply for an H1B to register and see if they even have a chance to submit their application. Every year in March, the government runs the H1B lottery, where employers submit the employees that they would like to bring on the H1B visa, and those who are selected get a chance to apply. In recent years, the selection rate has only been about 25%, so it can be really tough to get your case picked in the H1B lottery. For many people, this is the hardest part of the process. Let's take a look at each step along the way. Usually in March of every year, employers submit a registration for their H1B employees. By the end of the month, normally the government will release the first round of H1B selections. People who are picked in the lottery can start submitting their applications in April of that year for H1B employment starting October 1st of the same year. If you get picked in the lottery, you get the opportunity to submit your application to the government and hope that it can get approved. The application for an H1B includes certain documents about you, your employer, and your job. You'll need to show the government that you're in the right kind of job and you have the right qualifications for the H1B specialty occupation. The H1B visa is really reserved for jobs that require a bachelor's level education. This means, a job like a janitor or maybe a cab driver might not rise to the level of a specialty occupation. On the other hand, if most companies who hire people doing what you do require their employees to have a bachelor's degree in a specific major, that job would likely be considered a specialty occupation. Not everybody needs to submit their H1B applications in the lottery. In fact, some organizations, like universities and nonprofits that are affiliated with those universities, are exempt from the cap and can apply for an H1B at any time. Okay, so you've been lucky enough to get picked in the H1B lottery, or maybe you work for an organization that didn't need the lottery at all. What are the next steps? Well, that depends on where you are. If you're in the United States, say as a student already, you can apply for the H1B and it'll kick in on October 1st of that year, and you can start working from that point on. If you're outside of the country, you'll need to go to a consulate to apply for an H1B visa in your passport. Once you get that visa, you'll be able to enter the country sometimes a little bit before October 1st so you can get ready to work. Sometimes people wonder if they can self-petition for an H1B, that is, apply for yourself without having an employer sponsor. Unfortunately, you can't do this. You need a company to have a job offer in a specialty occupation in order to be eligible for an H1B. So you've gotten your H1B, what can you do now? Well, it allows you to work in the United States only for your approved job, but you can do so for up to 3 years at a time. You can also extend your H1B status for a total of 6 years in most cases. And finally, if you have another path, you can apply for a green card while on an H1B visa. Many times, employers who sponsor H1B individuals will also sponsor them for a green card, and you can get this a few years down the road. So you have a job offer from a US employer and you're ready to get started on the H1B process. The lawyers at Manifest Law can help you each and every step of the way. We'll work to get all the forms filled out just right and make sure you have the best chance of success for your H1B visa. Reach out to Manifest Law and schedule your free consultation, and we'll help you get your H1B visa today.